everyone. This is Elizabeth, and today is Use the Things Thursday. Ugh. You guys, don't look. Don't look. I'm dusting it off now. You guys, so years ago, I bought a little compressor, the little uh airbrush system, and I just had to have it. And we moved here, and I put it away, and then I plumb forgot about it. And you guys, I got a dust because oddly the drawer that it was in actually had dust in there. I don't know how, but we'll get the dust off, so you don't have to be scared of the dust bunnies. But yeah, years. Hi, Jenny G. Yes. So, and by years, I mean that I have been living in this house for 6, and we bought it before we moved. So yes, it's ancient, but I'm hoping everything still works. Cause look at this. Look at how cute he is. But that's the factory. Keep it pretty. I haven't even taken that off yet. Do we take it off? No. We're gonna leave it to be pretty. I don't have the book for it. I don't think. I may have to Google the book, because this is what happens. You buy the things and then you're like, oh, I need to actually know how to use it. Who does that? Who buys the things for years and doesn't use it? I got a dust in between the little crevices so that when you're looking down upon it, although we might put it on the floor because it might be loud. I don't remember. I feel like it was slightly loud, but I don't know these things. Okay, caution. The bowl is made of polymer resin. Never use organic solvents such as thinner, alcohol. Use dishwashing liquid for cleaning. That makes sense. Use dishwashing liquids for cleaning. Well, we're just dusting today, so I don't think we have to worry about that. I'm not sure what that is, though. There's a little thing underneath. She says, not me. But yeah, I've got the little airbrush gun right there. This one connects to a bowl differently. Oh yeah, this one connects differently. So we're not going to use that one. We're going to use this one. This one, you put the paint in there, you pull the trigger, beep, beep, and it goes shoot, shoot. Okay, but this is, see, it's just been sitting in there. You would fill this one and then put it like that. Put it like that. This one is how that one works. But I'm not doing that. You can't make me. Oh, look at all of these tools in here. What is that? That's a hang it on the wall kind of thing. Does this go to this one too? Oh, look at how cute that is. It's got a little cup too. I tell you, I've had it, but I don't know. But we're not using that one. We're using the one where the cup is at the top. And then we need the hose. We have the hose. The hose is actually pretty long. So we'll probably be able to put the compressor on the floor. Wish us luck. And then we have paints. If I'm not mistaken, I don't even know how old the paints are. I feel like some of the paints I bought here thinking I was going to use it and then didn't. We'll start with green because it's my favorite color. Maybe not that one. That one sounds a little dead. Oh, look. That one, you guys, use it or lose it. Can we save it at all? I feel like, no, it's hard as a rock. Bye-bye, paint. That one's liquidy. Linda G, hello, hello. Okay, so we've got this one that has green in it. Mix with 430 balancing clear for increased adhesion. I don't have that. I have airbrush cleaner, and I have pearlized. That might be fun. I have a mixing bottle to make my own stuff. Airbrush paint, airbrush paint. I don't know. I think these would have to be a water-based. Water-based. Look at that. Operate at 40 to 50 psi with point tip for smaller tip sizes. Reduce with 5601 transparent base. Wash fast results. Cure with heat. Cure with heat. We have heat. We have heat guns. But this is Use the Things Thursday, you guys. So you might not have an air gun. An airbrush. It's not an air gun. No. We're not doing paintballs today. Let's go down and look at this thing. Okay. So this is the compressor that I bought years ago. Beyond 6 years, right? We take, I don't know. All the things. I don't know all the things. So we turn it on. Pop, 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 pop. Do you hear it? Let's put this on. Let's put this on because air's just puffing right out of there. Popping popcorn. Okay, let's turn that back on. Oh, that made it much quieter. Can you guys hear it? So that's filling with some air, I do believe, because if I push that, a little bit of air escapes. I'm assuming this dial does something, but it says we have no pressure. No pressure. Why? Is all the pressure leaving? It is. Oh, look at that. Okay. We have pressure. Look at it. It fills with its pressure because we capped the end. You guys, it still works. Yay. Oh, you know. We don't even have to put any paint in there, but we're gonna put paint in there because we could use it to blow around alcohol ink. Don't put the alcohol ink in this because you could ruin it because it's got that resiny stuff in it. So alcohol inks, no. This is for water-based. But the air, like you could puff around the air for your alcohol ink. Okay, we're going to set this on the floor. So we know he does his good job and he stays at 50, which it said 40 to 50 for the paint, which is fine. So we'll set him down here because we have a long cord. It's a nice long cord. And then we're going to get a piece of paper and then a stencil. Let's get a stencil. We need a stencil, you guys. Hold your thought because we're paper crafters. We need stencils. If I was a stencil I wanted to use today, I want to go with Elemental PQR. I want to go in the QR. This one. we're going to grab an old stencil that we don't mind getting a little gooky. Honeycombs. Can't go wrong with honeycombs. Although we have green out, let's play with this one. This one doesn't get as much love as the rest. As you can see, it's nice and clean. Okay, so I have my apron on because I don't want to get my nice white shirt gooky in case I spill, right? Okay, so if we put this on our paper, okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's first take our green brush, because I just kind of want to see, right? We want to see stuff. So we're going to do like overzealous might be the color. Sorry, my incense is making things look a little foggy today. So I'm going to get a little bit of green. And I just kind of want to see what airbrushing looks like versus our typical what we do, right? We typically get our little brush and we do the things. And then that's what it would look like. Okay. That's overzealous. And we're overzealous, over the moon, because we have Stellar. Oh, it's my favorite. Jenna! Hello. Girl, you're just in time. We're going to add paint to the brush. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh, look, it's never even been opened. Look at that. Fluorescent, of all things. We're going to put that in the garbage. We're going to get our little tweezums here because there's an air bubble. There's a layer right there. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so here we go. We got paint. We're going to pour a little bit in there while we got that open. That seems a little thick. That seems really, really thick. That's not good. So we're gonna add a little bit of water to that one. And then it's already ruined. Don't come at me. If it doesn't like the water, it's fine. It's already ruined. Because I know it's supposed to be in a thinner consistency because we got to be able to do the brushy, right? Oops. So pushing down releases the air, and then back makes the line. Did you see? Oh, you guys, come in closer. Wait, where's my remote? How can I zoom you guys in if I don't have a moat? It's really bright in here. I don't know. Look at that. That's about the color it is, too. Look at that. So we push for the air, and then we pull back. Push for the air. So I really got to figure that out, and I got to clean. Okay, we're going to wait to do this a second because I've got a lot of gook in there. I need a little sturdy thingy. Okay, then we go push for the air, drag back. Look at that. We made a line. Push for the air. That's not bad for. It is really watered down, of course. Oh, that blow. That really lets it out when you pull way back on the stick. So you can pull. See, it doesn't let the stuff out until you. That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Look at that. We're making kind of a flower, right? We put it. Oops, not like that though. It's kind of funny. Oh, we ran out of stuff because that's really cool. Like the little spray thingies. And see, that's what I'm talking about with the alcohol ink. Is we might be able to do some fun things. Make some aliens. Look at that. He could be a little floater alien. We could give him an eyeball and everything. Does he need another floater alien? He's kind of like a little caterpillar. Little fuzzy buggies. Little fuzzy buggies. Why is it so white in here? Let's try and fix that. I feel like it's getting whiter and whiter. Is that? Oh, that's better, yeah. I mean, it's not going to be the perfectest color because, well, we have a lot of white going on. I don't know what's going on. And that was the exposure. Can we decrease this? No. No. Go back to that. Apply. I think that'll work. Okay. We'll try that for a bit and see how that lasts. But that's kind of cool. This girl's got to really work on it. And then with your airbrush, you definitely don't want stuff to dry in there. So you're going to want to make sure you get it nice and cleaned out. Let me get a little paintbrush. I'm going to have to purchase a paintbrush just for this, I think, just so we can clean that out. Getting it. There's all sorts of components in there. And you can take off this guy on the end. These, just like, just like paintbrushes, you can change the nibs and then make sure that little guy, it's got lots of parts. So we just want to make sure. Make sure he's all nice and clean. You can't put him away dirty. Otherwise they get cloggied up. This guy's... There's a little bit in there. Let's get that out of there. And dump it. Dump it in my trash. He looks pretty clean. Okay. So let's get a new sheet of paper. K-Motto! K-Motto! Hello, hello! Okay, so we're going to put it back together. Very gentle, because we don't want to ruin nothing. And then this, oh, this has got a little bit of stuff in there. Let's clean that out. Playing with the airbrush today, because it's use the things Thursday. It's a time to use the things in your craft room that maybe you forgot about. And a while back, I was on with Ginger Cat Lady, and she's like, is there anything in your craft room that you don't use? And I was like, nope, I use everything. I use everything. Why did I say that? Because I forgot about the airbrush. I forgot. There's some black in there from not this session. But I've been watching people do some stuff. And I was like, oh, you know what? I have an airbrush. I have an airbrush. It was stuck in a drawer. And now we're unstucking it out of the drawer. Sorry. You guys, this is what happens. Like, all of a sudden you just get transfixed. And you can't just put it down. You gotta get it all clean out. Because there's old paint in there. Because somebody didn't do a good job cleaning it. Who, me? Yes, me. Ooh. Oh, I almost lost it. I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, but we got to fix this camera thing again. No, it's fine. It's dark, but that's because otherwise it's too light. Okay, and then we have the thread, which I think goes like this. Yep, okay. Okay, and then we're going to get our next sheet because it's just paper. It's just paper. I'm going to actually just throw that one away. So we get our next sheet of paper, and then this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a little test. Don't you go nowhere. We don't need you broken. You stay put. We're going to get our overzealous, right? We're going to be tap, 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 tap. So if we were to use a stencil with our regular brush, because that's what we have, because we're paper crafters, that's what it would look like, right? Ooh, I bet you we could use re-inkers in this. Should we try a re-inker in it? Because that's water-based. That will come clean. Let's grab a re-inker. Let's grab overzealous re-inker. Please hold. Don't go nowhere. Hold that, would you? Just hang on. Just hang on. We got to go over here and find overzealous. Overzealous, overzealous. Da, 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 da. If I was overzealous, I'd be in the green pile. Right there. Found it. Oops. Okay, so what we're going to do is, because these are super high concentrate, right? We're going to add a little bit of water. We're going to add the water first. We're going to have our paintbrush ready. We're going to add overzealous. Just 1 or 2 drops. 1 drop, 2 drops. Maybe 2 and a partial, because that one was hanging out there. And I think I'm going to hit it with a little bit more water. And then I'm going to stir it up, because it's water-based. If we can use our re-inkers in there, look at that. Okay, here we go. Let's put a lid back on that so we don't. Okay, and then we're going to give a test run. How thrilled were you that Overzealous came out in the Stellar ink? Okay, so I was gifted, well, being on the design team, they sent the inks. I didn't know what was in it, because at my level of design team, they have different levels. Jana is at the level I was, where they email you. They're like, hey, this is coming out. Do you want this? And you say yes or no. And then you can design for them the requirement. I'm on another level, and they're like, they just send it in the mail. I don't even know what's coming until it arrives. And so I'm like, oh, the new goodies. And I open the box, and I'm pulling out the stuff, and I see it, and I squealed. I was so excited. But yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah. So I don't get notified. I just get told that the project is due. Oh, look at that. Okay. So we're going to give it some air, and then we're going to give it some color. But I don't know where I'm going, so that's kind of a bad thing. Give it some air. Nope, air. It's a little hard. We gotta give it some air, and then give it some color. Air, color. Air, color. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at how soft that is. That just gives, like, here we got a little. So this is the brush, and this is too much airbrush. And then when we figure out the thing, right? Okay. Now, this particular style of airbrush, I do, so if I'm working and I need to set it down, I can plop it right into here. Okay. I need one of these little stands on my desk for when the compressor's on the floor for this kind of. Yes, definitely crafty surprises when the stuff shows up. So this is a nice little compressor. And back in the day, I don't even know how much I spent. Less than 100? But he's a cute little guy. Isn't he cute? I just had to have him. But now we're going to use him more, because we know we can put some of our re-inkers in there. We put our re-inkers in there, and then we'll get a nice soft color. So let's try this again. We're going to try to do better. Ideally, right, we would maybe cut the paper down to size, put it on our stick mat, get everybody to stay flat as possible, and the stick mat would help it not fly up and get underneath. But we're not worried about that today because we're just playing. We're playing with our Use the Things Thursday. So do we want to change the tip? How do we feel about that? Maybe it doesn't have a different tip. No, I don't know what these thingies are. Honestly, I don't know anything about this thing aside from what we're doing today. We have tools that I don't even know. Like, what does that go to? I don't know. What does that go to? Our little lid for that guy. Like, why is all this stuff in here but not really in here? I don't even know. Because there's that. Oh no, that goes to that guy. Like so. Okay, so that one goes to that guy. Are you supposed to be in here? You know what? This is the guy that goes in here. Okay. So I lost the home to this guy, which is fine. He can go in the other one. But I've got all these little weird parts. Like, where do you guys go? We've got this part. You guys, I don't know. I'll have to get the book. Because I thought you could change the tip. And maybe you can change the tip. I don't know. Yeah, little tiny baby tools. I don't know. We'll have to find the book. But that's okay. We're going to close that back up. Master airbrush. That's the system. That's what these are. This one is a master airbrush. I don't think they were all in the same. Oh, nope. See, look at that. Model G22. I don't know which one's which. Model S68, which I think this one is that, and then this one is that. Like I said, I've had it for over 10 years. Oh, I can say that confidently. Over 10 years. So we push for air, and we pull for the color. Okay, so here we go. We can do this. We're going to try and do these. We're going to push for the air, and then pull for the color. Push, pull. I gotta learn to slow down a little, slow my roll. But look it, we got some leafery in there. And that was just 3 drops, and we're still playing. Oh, we like the lines. We're getting better. We're getting better about. Yeah, it's a very light green. But we did water it down because, well, it's that. And then we can pull for more. How fun is that? Oh, that's so cute. We're going to add a drop of black in there because we can. We're going to darken it up. Bloop. Not all of you, just one ploop. Just one ploop. Okay, and then we're going to put the cap back on that, and then we're going to shakety shake. Give it one squirt, well, 2 squirts of water because I lied. And then we're going to mix it up. Oh, that's going to be a nice color. And then we'll see about that. Give it some air and then pull back. Look at us doing the things with Use the Things Thursday. That was fun. That was fun. Look at that. I want to see now if I put this back on here. Ish. No, it was kind of straight. There you are. Oh, that's really nice. You could do some layered effects. I'm not getting enough color. There we go. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. Very different from like using the actual doodad, right? Like really get it on there. Look at that. Look at that. So Lacey T, hello. Welcome. We're doing Use the Things Thursday, and we're playing with the airbrush that we've had for eons. But I do want to point out that even though we have excess on the top, it didn't go underneath. So that's kind of cool. Because I was a little worried about that, right? Because you're like loading it up, but it didn't bleed. I mean, it makes it fuzzy. I mean, it's fuzzy wuzzy. And this color we used a little bit of overzealous, and we played around, and then we added 1 drop of Black Widow, which gave it a really nice green gray color. We almost spelt. Let's try this again. We're going to start over here. We're going to give it some air and then give it. why. I don't know. I gotta do better about giving it more. We're almost out too, I guess. Just slowing my roll. Beautiful. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, it's a lot of fun tea. I bought it years ago before we moved, and we've been living here 6 years and I haven't used it. But I bought some paints and stuff, which some of them are, this one's dead. This one is like crusty. Um Oddly, that one was not. I just need to add some more water to it because it is thickening up. So I just need to play with the paints that I have. I know that I can use it with the reinkers, and I put 3 drops, or it's like 2 and a partial drops of the overzealous in there with a couple of squirts of water, and it was fun. This particular one, you can give it air and just blow it around, and then you pull back to get the color. And the more you pull back, look at those are fun, right? Like little centers to our flowers. Oh, we're down at the end, so we're gonna clean it out. Clean it out, clean it out. And it would take us forever to use that up, so we're just gonna dump that out in the garbage. And then we're gonna run clear water through this. And re-inker reactivates, so that's because, you know, it's water reactive. So that's all nice and clean. All nice and clean. Clean, clean, clean. Okay, and then we're going to take this nubby part off again. We're going to be extremely careful. Oops. We're going to be extremely careful with that tip right there. Okay, so you want to be really, really careful. And then we're just going to make sure that we have all the gook out of this time. Because we didn't last time. By last time, I mean the years and years ago. Ryan used one. I don't know if I saw him use one. Yeah, like you can, but this is what I'm going to do next. Because it's used the things Thursday, and it just dawned on me when I was playing with it at the beginning that sorry, there's a little bit of gook in there still. Will that fit in there? I feel like. Oh, that was nice. Oh, I think I got it. Nope, there's a little bit right there. We're gonna get our rag and just get in there. That looks pretty clean. And then I'm going to take off this other one just to make sure that it doesn't have any gook build up behind it. And it looks pretty clean. And then I'm just going to hit this just to make sure. Okay, so I'm going to put this back together. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. You know, I'm surprised, like, the hose hasn't disintegrated in the years that it just sat around. Just use. Pam, hello, hello. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this one dry. So we're gonna take, I'll wait to take that off until I go to switch. But let me clean my mask really quick. Because I just use reinkers, so this wipes right off. Could you imagine all the applications? Because it gives you that super soft. So this is with a brush, and then we softened it up like this. Oh, you guys. Okay, so that is with the brush. Nice and crisp and dark. And then that is with the airbrush. Very soft and very in the background. Like you could do this stencil in the background and with the airbrush, and then come in with the brush, like a real brush, or however you apply it to get that crisp in your face. So layering techniques, very good for that. This is just garbage, you guys. I'm not gonna save these, but we will take a moment to clean this and try not to ruin it, Elizabeth. Let's go in the direction of the things that would be useful. Sometimes, and even better, let's do this. The melatonin worked. Right? Yay! Pam's getting some sleepy sleep. Okay. This is one of those ginger thingies. We just gotta be. But I pulled it out, so there's that. Okay, here's what I want to do. Let me go grab a specialty piece of paper. Specialty. Where did I put that paper? You guys know what I did with that paper that I want? It's over here, I think. Yeah, here we go. Oh, here we go. We'll get one of these. Because why not? And then we'll get, I don't know. Where's mushroom? I've been really digging on that one. Pebble. I found mushroom. It's a sign. It's a sign. We're using mushroom. Okay. Now, for this project, we need alcohol. Okay. We need the alcohol. Not the kind you drink. We need, let's do it this way. We got 100% isopropyl alcohol, and we have a mushroom. Was it good paper you practiced on or copy paper? It was accent opaque 80 pound. So, but don't worry. I have so much paper. It's fine. But because I use accent opaque a lot and I use heavier, it's good to know how it's going to work, right? Like, we could do all of this stuff and it's going to give us nice little texture. And of course, it'll be different on watercolor paper. It's going to be different on copy paper. Like, I wouldn't have been able to put this much water down if it was just copy paper. Like, I loaded this up. I should have used watercolor paper, but I didn't have to because look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love this one. That one turned out really nice. But yeah. But this is a alcohol ink board. So there's a coating on that. So we're going to, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. So we're going to switch our machines because I just need air. We're not ever, never, ever. I don't know. For me, I would not recommend putting alcohol ink in your machines because the alcohol ink has that bit of resin in there, right? And if that resin dries, it's going to make a mockery of your system. I'm going to let that one dry, and we're going to go to this one. Because this guy, his little bucket of wonder, like, you can do huge paintings, and he would pull out the paint through there. Like, if you need a lot. He also has a tiny bucket. Ugh. But again, it's an under kind of thing. So I like the bucket on the top. I like the bucket up here, but it needs to dry. So we're going to play with this one because we don't need a bucket. We're going to put our inks down, and then we're going to see how much of a mess we're going to make. We're going to make a mess. Yeah, get some solid sleep. Okay, so at Simon Says Create event, one of the booths that I like to stop at is the Ranger booth, because they always have the fun stuff, right? And the Ranger demo was for alcohol, ink, and the lift technique and stuff like that. But we're just going to do the technique of getting the alcohol down. So this is a little bit bigger. On an A2 size, it was a little tiny stream of alcohol and then 3 drops. We're going to probably do 4 to 5 drops, but we're going to put the alcohol right through the middle. It's probably a little too much, but that's fine. And then we go 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop, 5 drop. That's it. And this one's mushroom. Mushroom is interesting because different colors get pulled. Now, normally we would take the puffer and puff, but I'm going to take, oh, wow. This girl put on way too much alcohol. Way too much. My stream turned into a river, but look at how fun that is. Just kind of slow my roll and trying to push the color back into the center. We're getting some really fun color separation there. Please focus, camera. Okay, I'll leave my hand here. Can we not? Yeah, there we go. We've got a little bit of that red popping through. A little bit of the bluish, grayish color. I don't know what it is, all the colors they put in mushroom. But it's kind of, I mean, look at that. Look at that. And that was way better than the puffy. Yeah, there's a little bit of pink because the red mushes out a little bit. There's a little bit of this bluish greenish color that's popping through, and then that brown mucky color. But it even, like, right in here, you see the brown and bluishy greenish, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. It's just an interesting beast. And of course, if you don't want spiders leggies, you could add a little bit of, and then just kind of work it around. If you're sensitive to smells, make sure you work in a well-ventilated, so much easier. So the thing you're going to practice is, because if you push a tiny bit, you're going to get a tiny bit. But it's kind of like chopsticks. So it's still easier than the puff puff, in my opinion. I don't like these little spit ups that I accidentally made. You see those? So we're going to see if we can take those little spit ups out. We're going to add a little bit of alcohol to our rag and then wipe those off. These little alcohol boards are really kind of forgiving. They let you erase the thingies that we don't like. That was nice. I do have that one though. Do I have a Q-tip? Yes, I do. Look at this. We have a Q-tip. Clean up on earwig 3. Don't. Okay. I'm going to take care of that one. And then we're going to take care of that one. Okay. Well, that was fun. I'm going to take care of these. I don't want that out like that. Okay. Oops. Too hard. When it's softer there, so I just, too hard. We'll get used to it. We'll get used to it. Just tiny. Hold it up a little bit. Get some heavy air out. That's the nice part too, is like you can hold it up. Oh, why are you spitting water, sir? I think it's water from condensation, probably from the compressor. It's fine though. So that would be a thing to be mindful of, is you can get compressor water condensation from the compressor, maybe, because we're obviously not sucking in water. So there, soda from a fountain versus can or a bottle. I prefer can. Only because fountain drinks are so off these days that they're disgusting. Oh, but I will give a shout out to Raising Cane's. Their Fanta orange soda. That is epic. That is like the perfect combo, and it's the one on Boardman. So that orange soda, oh my goodness. So good. That is so fun. Like, we're creating these teeny little wispies. Okay, I like the teeny little wispies more than I do the bigger wispies. It's like chasing them down and off the board. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's fun. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at Cane's lemonade. Mm. Mm. This was chasey down. I like that better than those other ones. Right off the board. We like that. And then he's done. Look at our little piece of artwork. With one color. Isn't that amazing? This is mushroom. If you guys don't have mushroom, you should probably get mushroom. Mushroom is good. Something in here is making... like something is stinky. I don't know what it is. So I just turned it off, and then I'm going to release the air that's in there. So there's that. So there's no more air. There's that. And that's what we did today, you guys. We pulled out the airbrush. I may need to find it another home because that and that, like, we might be seeing the airbrush a little bit more. Just a little bit more. The paint, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Because normally I don't have a problem with the alcohol, and I feel like I had a problem before the alcohol came out. Like, I don't know. And then this is just re-inkers, and we use re-inkers all the time. But I think if I go to play with this again, I'll put on a mask. Because it just, I don't know if it's this or if it was the incense that was going. Because that incense was really weird. That incense had some issues. I don't know what the heck it was doing. Okay, and I lost my cap again. Not my cap, his cap. I really should put it somewhere where I don't lose it. Just like anything else in your stuff, make sure things are dried. No, my cats are not up here, so it's not my cat farting. Make sure your things are dry before you close them up. So this, it's got water in there still, so I'm gonna just leave that to dry. We know this was spitting a little bit of water, not sure why, but we're gonna leave the containers open so everything dries. I really like that. I really like that. What am I going to do with it? We should, I don't know, should we put some lace on there? Come here, you. Did you see that? We have our tan lace. I don't like this tan lace. I wished it was white. Or a little cluster like T likes to do. T makes really beautiful clusters. I don't know. We'll have to think of something to do with... I don't even know why that's on cardboard. It's so gross. Okay. We'll think of something to do with that. I don't know what. I don't know what. What if we airbrushed lace over that? We might have to come back to use the things Thursday. You know, use the things Thursday and then play with the airbrush again and maybe work on this and use the things. Maybe airbrush the lace. Because I don't want to clean it right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we could totally spray paint the lace. That brown lace is definitely gotta go. But I gotta think of something for this. One of our ladies. Where's my ladies? Where'd we put our ladies? I'll have to find the ladies. Because we have a brown lady from, um, I thought I put them in a baggie so they wouldn't get crunched. But I know I didn't put them away. I got them into a bag and that was about it. But yeah. So this could be just a lot of fun stuff. And also, like, you could use the airbrushing to do the edging on, like, if we just want to do a little bit of edge. What is it called when definition? When we want to define the edge? Yeah. We could define the edges more with the little brushy. I still haven't used my tags. Oh, it might be fun to put a tag on here with one of those ladies. Like this one here. This one here, if we put 2 holes, right? If we punched another hole, we could make it like a placard. That would be fun. I don't know. Wouldn't that be fun? Like a little plaque on there? I wish I knew what I did with those girls, though. But I don't know. We'll have to think on this for the next time. I wish I knew what I did with those ladies. I might have put them away. It could have been a thing I did. But I feel like it's not a thing I did. If you understand any of that, let me know. I found them. I found my ladies. They're kind of small. They're smaller than I thought they were. But there's a brown lady. Oh, see, look at her. Oh, wouldn't she be pretty in there? Or that one? Just one of them, though. And I know she's not brown. Her hair is brown. But I just remembered we had a brown set. And then we could give some lace and some flowers, maybe. Look at those flowers. Look at those flowers on her hair. That's from Mary Alice. But yeah, I think if we like build her up. Let me put a note on this so we know that we want to play with this. Next, use the things Thursday. We're going to bring back the airbrush some lace, and maybe some stencils over the top of this. I'll have to make sure the paint works. And so I'll test it because we have black. Black might be nice. There's black. Because it needs to be a paint for this board. We already know the other stuff. And then we can mix a color too, because that one might be toast. We might be able to save that one. I don't know. That one's toast. Yeah, that one's toast. That one. Ooh, yellow's got some kick. That yellow, but not this yellow. This yellow. Oh, and that sucks too, you guys. Use the things. Because look, I haven't even opened it. And there's no movement in there. That's 3 dead ones. Oh, that one's got a mixer ball in it. Nice. That one might be alive. Alive, I say. I don't have a lot of colors, thank goodness. But yeah. We got white. That one sounds pretty good. We might just have to thin them out a little bit. Is there a ball in there that's supposed to be shaken up? This one's got a ball in it. Huh. Anyways, made in US. These are testers. I don't know. Some of them are still liquidy after eons, and then some of them say better luck next time. This one might be on the verge of a better not. Can't even look. It's so dry. The label-y bit is imprinted in that you guys can't see, but it's funny. It's got like a 51 in there. Use the things Thursdays. Use the things period, you guys. Look at how chunky that is. Can we get it out of there? Well, that's a whole level of separation in there. So what I would then do is get all the chunks out and then give it a test. This one's probably very dead. I don't know. We might be able to revive it. It's not even pouring out. Like, I heard it moving in there. It's thick. It's thick. Oh, yeah. It's like super thick. Anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing, is playing with these paints to see if I can revive some of them. I definitely don't need paints. But if I want to do this, I'm going to need paint, which I have a few. We have red, blue, and yellow, so we can make all the colors that we want. We even have, thank goodness, I'm wearing my apron, because I would have totally just got my good shirt, you guys, and wear aprons. Crystal's Creations, Wyckoff, hello, hello. So I gotta see if I can revive some of these. You know what I need, Jana. Jana! I need a painty shaker-y shaker. Does your painty shaker-y shaker do these sizes? These are like the 2 fluid ounce bottles. Jana, you know what I'm talking about, girl. Jana got the shakety shake thingy, so she doesn't have to do the workout. Although I probably should do a workout. Oh, I'm supposed to make a note. Next, use the things. Airbrush again. Airbrush some lace. And make a collage. How do we spell collage? And I'm taking my heat. Look, I peeled that off. A collage. Is it C-O-L-L? Collage. One is college, one is collage. And we hope that it's that one. And then I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to put this over here until next month. This time next month. next Thursday is Sublimation Thursday for those of you that like to hang out with Debbie J and I while we do Sublimation Thursday. Oh, Collage. Hey, that's how I spelt it. Yay! Collage. Thanks. Appreciate it. Makes me feel good when I'm right. Anywho, bins, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me while we played with our ancient airbrush that I've had probably well over 10 years, because we've been here 6 years, but I haven't used it in well over 6 years because I didn't use it while we've been living here, but I did today. Collage is art, collage is education. EGE. Oh, they're both spelled the same, just an A and an E. Okay. Yeah, I'm not very good with spelling, but I appreciate all of you that help me out. Miss Pam, she likes to show me when I've misspelt things. And then some things just remain misspelt, like our Gazette Deletes, who joins us sometimes on Pattern Paper Monday. Because I can't spell a guest. So she's a Gazette. And it's fabulous. But I digress. Anywho, bins, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm starving. Whatever happened up here, I'm just hungry now. And I've lost the lid to my alcohol, so I don't know why that keeps happening. Anywho, bins, I will see you next time, which will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern with two crafty girls. Deborah from Canada will be hanging out with me. I'm not sure what I'll be working on. I have a sewing project. I have other projects, but I don't know. You know what? I think it's the incense that is... I don't think I like that incense, that particular one. Hopefully I don't have another one of those. It's gross. Anyways, bye-bye. We'll see you next time.